Indiana Dunes Tourism, located between Chicago and South Bend in northwest Indiana, is a proud supporter of Irish Illustrated. Extend your Notre Dame visit with a trip to the nation's newest national park. Visit indianadunes.com.
About an 18-minute press conference with Brian Kelly today following Saturday's practice, and as expected, a vast majority of that dealing with Chip Long and staffing as Notre Dame moves forward with the Camping World Bowl. Chip Long, Brian Kelly said that he made a decision that was in the best interest of the program. When asked whether that meant he was dissatisfied with the production of the offense, he said no. And they were among the top in most categories, most offensive categories. He went on to say that he has done play calling, and so the play calling will be handled with a combination of Lance Taylor, the running backs coach, and Tom Rees, the quarterbacks coach. I asked him if there has to be one over the other. That can't be collaborative, and he really didn't get into that, or he said that he really hadn't made a decision about that. But he also said something interesting at the end with regard to who he would hire to replace Chip Long, who, in addition to being the offensive coordinator, was also the tight ends coach. And he said he could hire an offensive line coach, he could hire a tight ends coach, he could hire a quarterbacks coach, which means there could be some fluidity within the current coaching staff. He followed that up by saying he's not looking to move any of his coaches to another position, but he left that possibility open because he said he is going to make a decision that's totally in the best interest of Notre Dame football and the opportunity to win a national championship. He has fired, although he didn't reference Mike Denbrock. I believe he was speaking about Mike Denbrock when he talked about getting rid of coaches that were actually in his wedding. So he says he's willing to make a difficult decision, and most Notre Dame fans are wondering whether that would apply to Jeff Quinn, another longtime assistant coach of his that coaches the offensive line. But he's left that completely open. And some unanswered questions as we move forward to the Camping World Bowl as to exactly who will be making the decisions on game day. But he will be there to assist Taylor and Rees. He said the full-time job long-term could go to one of those two, both of them, with Taylor handling the run game and Tommy Rees handling the passing game. But he also opened up the possibility of going outside the program and hiring an offensive coordinator outside the program. So a lot of answers, but still some unanswered questions as Notre Dame moves forward in preparation for the Camping World Bowl with Iowa State.